Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
He's got daylight. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eli Rogers, 77 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Let's go.
Prescott now on second down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Dallas first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Man open left side, it's Williams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go.
To the air again, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. On third down, it's Prescott. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go.
Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
6 yards still to go here on second and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On second down, Roethlisberger forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Roethlisberger, and caught right side, Green. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
They'll run it with Bell. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the back goes into motion. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A minute. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
Super toe.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Here's Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers, Charles. What did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, well, you can make bigger plays downfield.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger, and it's incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Prescott now on 2nd down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Hey, you know, partner, switching gears for a second, talking about the Super Bowl, we had a lot of records set in that game, Atlanta-New England, didn't we?
It was that kind of an exciting game, wasn't it? I mean, let's face it. 25-point deficit, the largest deficit ever overcome by a team to win a Super Bowl, and the Patriots broke their own record. They were down 10 against Seattle and won that game. How about James White and what he did? 14 catches in the game. And Tom Brady now owns 11 Super Bowl records, including appearances, 7 as a starting quarterback. He's got 4 MVP.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And got his man complete. Martavis Bryant. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 94 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them, because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down following the run.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
Prescott to throw this time. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the
Big
passing
emphasis.
game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Come on, let's go!
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Prescott to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go!
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a pickup of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. A second down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. 230.
On second down, Roethlisberger. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. 12 yards to go on third down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncity bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get the 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play.
And this is caught. It's Bryant. And it's a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Check 4. Flex round. Ohio. Come on, let's go. Flex round.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Here we go.
Prescott on first down. And now here's another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Back now in Arlington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They come out here in the I. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a Dallas first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped.